Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, yeah. Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, yeah. Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Nu știu încă de unde am venit, ce caut aici. Plecam cu coada între picioare, acum mă scap de afiș. N-aveam răbdare să ascult deloc, acum taci și răspund după ce înțeleg ce-ai zis. Se simte timpul cum trece sau noi cum trece prin timp. Trăiesc momentul de față ca să-mi creez amintiri. Țin de familie, de prieteni, de cine-i loial. Restul voia sorții, scuze, mă cheamă propriul destin. Totuși te simt, o singură șansă avem cu sorii. Simplim focul deschis, e mult mai greu când ai un scop de atins. Te uiți pe lângă tine, vezi cine a supraviețuit. Câți din ei se luptă să trăiască cum ar trebui. O inimă mare, doi plămâni ca să respir. O inimă mare mă inspiră zi de zi. Fă din șansa ta un vis, fă din șansa ta un vis împlinit, fiindcă avem o singură viață. De ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, yeah. Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, yeah. Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. De alei, de alei, de alei. Ce ale, nu știu ce să aleg. Dar ce ale. Nu te teme de moarte că nu-ți mai trăiești viața. Pune zâmbetul pe față dimineața. Du-te, ia legume fresh, fă-ți viața. Pune doar ce trebuie în trupul ăla ca un rasa. Niște mișcare ca să ungă carcasa. Binecuvântare nu e lumea prea rasna. Alegerile noastre ne fac să simțim asta. Atât de multe drumuri, oh yeah. De alei, de alei, de alei, de alei. Dar ce alei, 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 alei.
Știi, avem o singură viață și nu
știu ce să aleg.
merită să ne stresăm în fiecare zi pentru toate mizeriile.
Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, yeah. Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, yeah. Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. One life, one life. One life, one life, one life. One life, one life, one life, one life. Learn it, love it, live it. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, yeah. Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, yeah. Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Nu știu încă de unde am venit, ce caut aici. Plecam cu coada între picioare, acum mă scap de afiș. N-aveam răbdare să ascult deloc, acum taci și răspund după ce înțeleg ce-ai zis. Se simte timpul cum trece sau noi cum trece prin timp. Trăiesc momentul de față ca să-mi creez amintiri. Țin de familie, de prieteni, de cine-i loial. Restul voia sorții, scuze, mă cheamă propriul destin. Totuși te simt, o singură șansă avem cu sorii. Simplim focul deschis, e mult mai greu când ai un scop de atins. Te uiți pe lângă tine, vezi cine a supraviețuit. Câți din ei se luptă să trăiască cum ar trebui. O inimă mare, doi plămâni ca să respir. O inimă mare mă inspiră zi de zi. Fă din șansa ta un vis, fă din șansa ta un vis împlinit, fiindcă avem o singură viață. De ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, yeah. Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, yeah. Așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. De alei, de alei, de alei. Dar ce ale, 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 ale. că nu-ți mai trăiești viața.
Good evening, hi and welcome everyone to another stream on this channel. Sorry for the late heads up. Usually I do this stream on Wednesday, but yeah, I felt a little bit sick this week, so yeah, hopefully you don't mind. Thanks a lot for joining for another stream. Today we're going to pretty much answer all the questions you have related, FPL related, and yeah, good evening. Thanks for joining. Hi to Il Media, FPL Hippie from Blue Sky. Thank you so much for joining the stream, and also Poetlju. Hi, welcome. Good evening, everyone. Hopefully, you're all doing fine. Really good to see you here again. And yeah, we're going to discuss a little bit about Game Week 10. We're going to try to preview Game Week 11 of Fantasy Premier League, and also I'm going to show you. I'm going to see you also on stream. I think that it is on Saturday, right? So yeah, before the deadline. So make sure you drop by. Also, check my team selection video, just dropped right now. So yeah, sorry for the lack of content this week. But yeah, it is a pretty interesting week if you ask me in FPL. I'm not really sure at the moment what I'm going to do. But yeah, I had an amazing game week in Game Week 10. How was your Game Week 10, guys? Also, if you want me, you can drop your teams on Twitter, on X, or you can just write them on the chat. I'm going to try to review them, give you some suggestion about what you should do. But yeah, it's up to you what we're going to do on this stream. And yeah, I didn't have enough time to plan too much. Also, I think that yeah, please let me know, what do you think about these joint streams? Would you like me to have another guest on stream? And if so, yeah, please let me know, how do you enjoy those? Hopefully you can hear me right. Hopefully the connection is working okay. Yeah, we're going to move to the main screen. Okay, this is not the main screen. Yeah, so this was my Game Week 10 Game Week, and since we're here, I wanted to brag a little bit about how amazing was my Game Week. 92 points for me. This was by far the best Game Week for me this season. And yeah. What are your views on Liverpool? I'm a Liverpool fan, so a really good week for us. Let me just say it like that. Again, even before these games against Aston Villa, against Real Madrid, I was sure Liverpool were going to look better. Again, the thing is, we didn't know when that's going to happen. For Game Week 11, again, no rush to buy any Liverpool players since they're going to play against Manchester City away. But from Game Week 12, my plan is to try to have at least the possibility to bring in some Liverpool players. Now, again, about someone like Mohamed Salah, I'm not so sure I'm going to have the option to buy him, but yeah, someone like Virgil van Dijk, someone like Szoboszlai, someone like Gakpo could be interesting options. And I think that, again, it is maybe too early to say that Liverpool are back in form like they were last season, but surely I could see some improvements there. They played 2 games against good teams, Aston Villa and Real Madrid, and they kept 2 clean sheets. They won those 2 games. So again, I'm expecting Liverpool to perform better from now on, and I think that the fixtures also from Game Week 12 onwards are just going to help Liverpool do that. Now, are they going to keep 10 clean sheets in a row like Arsenal? Probably not. But yeah, we should. The only problem with Liverpool at the moment is we don't really have some straight up good FPL options to buy. So someone like Ekitike, again, when Alexander Isak is going to be back, he's not an option. Alexander Isak himself at the moment he's not fit at the moment, so I can't really advise anyone to buy him. Gakpo, again, he was on the bench against Real Madrid. I still expect him to get good minutes, so probably at the moment someone like Gakpo and Virgil van Dijk are the best options to go from Liverpool. Mohamed Salah is never a bad option, but he's just really expensive, and I'm not sure how many people are going to be able to bring him in. But yeah, other than that, you're not going to go for Kerkez, you're not going to go for Robertson, Frimpong, Bradley. Konate is a nice option, and he's going to start most games, I think, if he's going to be fit. He's a little bit more cheaper than Van Dijk, but he's also more injury prone. So yeah, other than that, I would not go for McAllister, Gravenberg. Wirtz again could be an option at some point, but he's not starting every gaming. So yeah, I don't think that I would go there. And yeah, pretty much that's it. So yeah, at the moment I'm looking at players like Van Dijk, Szoboszlai, and Gakpo, to be honest with you. So I nailed the Liverpool options to these three. And yeah, I'm looking to buy someone like Virgil van Dijk if I'm going to have the possibility in gaming 12. When the fixtures are going to be really good for Liverpool. Now, this was my gaming 10. I bought in Munoz, I bought in Minte, and also I bought in Mateta for João Pedro, and now it looks like I could use having João Pedro this gaming, honestly, but I'm just not going to go back, I think. Hi Rizon Ali, also thanks a lot for joining the stream, really appreciate it. Hi Dennis, just send my team on Twitter and hope you are feeling better now. Yeah, I felt sick a little bit this week, that's why the lack of content. Sorry about that, guys. And yeah, I'm feeling better and really excited about the next game week of Fantasy Premier League. So yeah, for me it was an unbelievable game week. I was 811k before game week 10, and now I'm 380k. So we're going into the right direction, which is a big positive at the moment. My only two players to blank this game week were Rodon and Semenyo, which I don't really care about. Semenyo, everybody owns him. So yeah, Alderete, unlucky for me. He wasn't in the squad against Everton, but yeah, I can't really complain too much. Njae scored in that game and he got 9 points. So yeah, I got Rodon with just one point there. So yeah, at the moment this is my team for gaming 11, and the only problem for me is I have just one free transfer and I have some flag players, so I have some problems into my team, not going to lie. I'm not sure if I just posted a team selection video, so make sure you watch that after the stream if you want. Then there I talked more about my team and also my plans for the future. If I had more free transfers, I would look to get rid of Gyökeres, but the thing is, I'm not sure I want to just sell Gyökeres to someone like João Pedro. Definitely, I'm not sure I want to go back that route again. I could sell him for Voltemart, I could sell him for Welbeck or for someone like Thiago, but what I want to do is to just sell him to someone like Guyu, free up some cash and upgrade my midfield, and realistically just upgrade Reinders to someone like Bukayo Saka, someone like Rice, someone like Sar, someone like Soboslai. That would be a nice option in gaming 12 onwards. So yeah, I'm tempted to just roll the transfer this gaming and maybe just play Rodon against Nottingham Forest away and pray. Pretty much, yeah, this is my plan shortly for gaming 11. Yeah, so we're going to move to Twitter to see the teams. If you send me any teams, I'm going to rate them, give my opinion on them, and yeah. So here we have the team for Rizwan Ali, Soboslai in for Stack. So yeah, I saw that you bought Soboslai really early this week. You got the price rise, obviously, that nice. Stack, again, I think that he was, yeah, he was a bad player, let's be honest. He turned out to be a really bad pick. Really good that you get rid of him. Was the transfer made? Captaincy still undecided, as considering Saka along with Haaland as captain. I'm really tempted to bet against Erling Haaland for the captaincy, but at the moment I'm just not sure, from my team at least, since I don't have Bukayo Saka, I'm not sure which player I am going to trust with the captaincy. So you made your transfer, this is your team. Pope, Tarkovsky, Gabriel Senesi, really nice. I would bench Van de Ven, I think. Anderson against Everton away, it is a player I would consider starting. Now I'm not sure if that would be, I don't know, instead of Senesi, but yeah, tough decision there. You have Semenyo, Sobos, like I said, Osar, Saka, Mateta, Haaland. So you could play someone like Anderson instead of Soboslai or Caicedo, but it doesn't feel great. I know that. So yeah, your team looks great. If I had Saka, again, I don't want to advise anyone to go against Erling Haaland because I think that it is such a big risk to go without captaining him. But honestly, I just think that Liverpool, if they're going to keep up how they played against Aston Villa, against Real Madrid, I don't think that Manchester City are going to score, I don't know, loads of goals. I don't see this as a straight up game for Manchester City when they're going to win 3-0 or something like that. So yeah, this is just my opinion, obviously. But if City are going to score any goals against Liverpool, probably Erling Haaland is going to be involved anyway. So yeah, he's not a bad captaincy option at all. And probably maybe I'm going to also captain him myself. But if I had someone like Bukayo Saka, yeah, this is a this. If we were talking about other seasons, this would be a really nice opportunity to just captain Bukayo Saka against Sunderland, against a newly promoted side, and just go against Haaland. But since Haaland has this amazing season, it is just hard to go against him. And also Bukayo Saka wasn't great himself returning in the last few game weeks. But yeah, with Gyökeres out, he's 100% going to be on penalties. Sunderland are not an easy fixture because they are defending great, but they didn't play against Arsenal yet. So yeah, I still think that Arsenal could score some goals in that game, and if that's going to happen, Saka is going to be involved in that. So yeah, I like the Saka captaincy, can't lie. If you want to go different, I don't think that's such a big problem. What do I do with Ekitike? If you still have Ekitike, I think that he's looking like what I can tell you right now, just wait to see what Arne Slot is going to say in his press conference before Manchester City. But the latest news we got from Arne Slot before Real Madrid is that Alexander Isak has a chance of playing against Manchester City, but probably he's not going to start that game. So if you have Ekitike, at the moment, what I would tell you is to just keep him for this game, at least against Manchester City. I know that on paper it is not a great fixture, right, against Manchester City away, but Manchester City are not Arsenal, so we can see Liverpool scoring, or at least I can see easily Liverpool scoring in this fixture against Manchester City. So I would keep Ekitike because probably he's going to get 60-70 minutes at least. And yeah, he looked good for Liverpool. So yeah, for this game week, I would keep him and reassess from game week 12 onwards. And let's see how Alexander Isak is with his fitness. If he's looking like he's going to start from game week 12 onwards, then yeah, maybe Ekitike is going to be a sell. But yeah, for game week 11, I would just keep him. And probably you have other problems to deal with your team. So yeah. Whoops. It's just that after City, the fixtures are great, but minutes aren't perfect. So yeah, definitely just wait. Play him against Manchester City and then reassess from game week 12, because who knows, maybe Alexander Isak is not going to be ready to play from game week 12 onwards, and suddenly Ekitike is going to be an amazing pick for you. But yeah, if Alexander Isak is going to be back, sure, you can just see which striker is going to play in the Champions League, in Europe, in the Cups, and just see which one of them is more likely to play in the Premier League. But yeah, if, I don't know, it's looking like Alexander Isak is going to take that spot, then probably Ekitike is going to be a sell. But yeah, just wait and see. But Isak also won't start in the midweek, for example, so Ekitike gets some starts. Yeah, for sure Ekitike is going to get some starts for Liverpool. I think that he's one of the best players for Liverpool this season alongside Szoboszlai. So definitely he's going to get some starts. The only problem is you don't know when he's going to start. And if he's not going to start, he's not going to stay on the bench. He's going to come in. He's going to play 10-20 minutes in every game week anyway, at the minimum. So that's the only problem with him. But definitely, I don't think that's a rush to sell him, but it's just a headache at the same time. Definitely just wait and see what Arne Slot is going to say in the press conferences. And let's see when Alexander Isak is going to be back, because if Isak is not going to be back, yeah, Ekitike is just going to start all the games. So yeah, I myself would love to have the option to go for someone like Alexander Isak, to go for someone like Ekitike, but at the moment I can't really go for that, for one of those moves, because of the headaches of who's going to start every game. So yeah, I can't really give you a good reason to go for Ekitike from my team. Obviously, I could just sell Gyökeres to Ekitike, but yeah, it's just not a move I'm going to do probably. So yeah, I'm going to roll the transfer probably and reassess from Gaming 12 onwards and just see which Liverpool players I'm going to buy. Should I send my team in chat? Yeah, of course, if you want, you can send me your team on Twitter, on chat. Yeah, please let me know about your teams. If you have any questions, if you have any, I don't know, headaches on which players you want to buy, how many, please let me know also how many free transfers do you have, how much money do you have into your bank. That would be much easier for me to give you some advice. But yeah, feel free to ask me any questions regarding FPL or football in general. I don't mind. So yeah, since we're going to be not a lot of people on the stream today, we have yeah, all the time to ask any questions you want, guys. So yeah, thanks a lot anyway for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. It would mean a lot for me. And also check my latest video if you want to see, obviously, my plans, my thinking about Gaming 11. Do. Hello, mate. Hi, Wins. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. Really good to see you here. Good evening. How are you? Thanks a lot for joining the stream. This is going to be a short one, guys. So yeah, if you have any other subjects you want to be talked about, yeah, I don't really have a plan for this evening stream. So yeah, I pretty much let this stream on your hands, let's say. So for you, free hit got 74, not so bad. Yeah, hopefully I didn't suggest you some bad some bad picks on the free, because yeah, I made a video last week and yeah, I suggested players like Voltemart, someone like Gordon, and it really was really unlucky for all these players who picked Newcastle players basically. But yeah, 74 is not a bad score, definitely. So yeah, it could be way worse. So Dubravka, Raya, Burn, Timber, Cucurella, Senesi, Munoz, Paqueta, Saka, Semenyo, King, 4.3 non-playing, Haaland, Ekitike, Mateta, 0.3 in the bank, 2 free transfers. Okay, so you have a pretty decent team there. Now, the only problems at the moment, you send me your whole team. So you're going to play Raya, Timber, Cucurella, and Newcastle are playing against, I forgot who are playing Newcastle. Just a second. So Newcastle are going to play AA against Brentford. Yeah, so you have to make a decision there if you want to play Senesi or Burn. And you have also Munoz. So yeah, you're going to play 4 at the back. You're going definitely to play Munoz, Cucurella, and Timber Raya. Then you need to decide between Burn and Senesi probably. Saka, Semenyo, Paqueta, probably you're going to play him right against Burnley. So you're going to play a 4-3-3. Haaland, Ekitike, Mateta. Yeah, your team is looking great. Now the only problems, yeah, are Ekitike, but I think that I would just keep him for this gaming, honestly. If he's looking like he's going to start, And yeah, I would try to upgrade the Paqueta spot at some point in the future, not this game week anyway. So yeah, you have a lot of money into your defense now. Again, it's not such a bad thing, obviously, but yeah, uh, you could look to upgrade someone of your defenders to someone like Virgil van Dijk in the future, maybe if you want to do that. But again, you have Cucurella, so probably you're just going to play him in the next two fixtures and then maybe reassess. Maybe you could just swap Cucurella to Virgil van Dijk after 2 or 3 game weeks, something like that. Hi Dennis, how are you? Thank you so much for asking. Emery, thanks a lot for joining the stream. Really appreciate to see you here again. Really appreciate the support. Yeah, I'm feeling fine. I was a little bit sick this week, so that's why the lack of content. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I'm feeling better now. Thanks a lot for asking. And also, how are you? Hopefully, all of you are right. I'm looking to roll next week. Paqueta and Burn to Sobo and Anderson. Yeah, yeah, looking good. Now again, Anderson, I'm not so sure. Anderson is good this week. In gaming 12, he's going to have a good fixture, I think, right? Uh, Against Sunderland. Then in gaming 13, he's going to play against Spurs, not ideal. Then against Manchester City. So yeah, I'm not so sure. And then Crystal Palace in gaming 15. I'm not so sure in how many fixtures you're going to play Anderson. But yeah, for that money, definitely I think that is a nice option. You could just bench. And then it's Burnley in gaming 16. So yeah, overall I like him as a player, Anderson. I wish I hadn't sold him. But yeah, I was forced to sell him pretty much. So yeah, I like Soboslai. Again, there are a lot of good midfielders I like at the moment. Ismail Assar, Soboslai, even someone like Rice could be an option, but you have Bukayo Saka, so you're not looking to buy Rice. Uh, but yeah, Paqueta to Soboslai looking great. Are you going to replace Gyökeres? I got 82 points for Game Week 10. That's a really nice score. I got 92, so I'm here to brag about my score. Yeah, joking. I'm looking to upgrade to sell Gyökeres at some point, but I'm not sure if I should do it this week since the only problem is I have just one free transfer. So also, I want to leave myself flexible for next game week after the international break also, and also when the fixtures for Liverpool are going to get better. I could just sell Gyökeres to João Pedro, to Voltemar, to Welbeck, to someone like Thiago, but that would pretty much rule out for me the option to go for Bukayo Saka. So I can also sell Gyökeres to Guyu and upgrade Reinders to Saka for -4 in Game Week 11, but I'm not sure if I should take that -4 or maybe I should just play Rodon and roll the transfer. So yeah, please let me know about your opinion in the comments down below. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do this week. It is a shame Gyökeres got injured because I plan to keep him for one more game week and then just make the switch. But yeah, this is how FPL works. This is how football works. So a lot of unpredictable things are going to happen. So yeah. I just don't have a lot of trust in all the forwards I can buy for Gyökeres. Someone like Welbeck could be nice. That would mean a double up for Brighton. But I don't know when there are going to be a lot of fixtures. I'm not sure if Welbeck is going to start all of them. Someone like Thiago is nice. Someone like Voltemart could be an option. He's going to be also on penalties if Gordon is out the long term. But also, I'm not sure if I want to play with three strikers in the future. So that's the problem. If I would be selling Gyökeres, I would like also to just sell him to someone like Guyu or Guy and free up some cash and put that money in midfield. So yeah, a tricky gaming for me. If I had more free transfers, I would 100% get rid of him. But right now, I'm not so sure. I have Sanchez, Raya, So you have a lot of money in the goalkeeper spots, wins. I'm not sure if that's the best way to go long term. Munoz, Gabriel Senesi, Tuanzebe, Livramento, Grealish, Gakpo, Enzo, Semenyo, Dewsbury Hall, Gyökeres, Haaland, Voltemat. Two free transfers, 0.3 in the bank. Thinking of Mateta and Rice for Gyökeres. Definitely Rice is a nice option. Now, again, I know that everybody is going crazy right now about Rice, and I think that it's hard to go against him, right? It's hard for me to just say that he's not such a good option because he was one of the best players for Arsenal in the last few gamings. Talking about FPL, I just think that if you have the money to go for Saka, I think that he's going to be better long term, but obviously he's more expensive, so I don't mind Rice at all. I think that he's a decent option at that price. So yeah, I like if you want to go for from Gyökeres to Mateta, it feels like a no-brainer that move, and then to upgrade which midfielder you're going to upgrade? Probably someone like Dewsbury Hall, maybe. Yeah, probably you're going to upgrade Dewsbury Hall, right? So yeah, I like that. I like that now. Again, it really depends how many, if you want to go for some Liverpool players from gaming 12 onwards, but anyway, your moves are looking great for the future. So yeah, if you don't have someone like Mateta, I would be buying him instead of Gyökeres. It is pretty much a no-brainer. And then yeah, your team looks great. You have also Gakpo, so yeah, I just saw you have Gakpo already, which is pretty nice. Then you just need to decide if you still want to go for someone like Virgil van Dijk. That would be also a nice option, I think, at some point. Will one day we will bring Cherky in our squad? What do you think about him? I really like him as a player. I think that he's an amazing footballer, but in terms of FPL, yeah, if he's going to get good starts, then yeah, maybe he's going to be an option at some point. But right now, with how many midfielders Manchester City have, I'm not sure how soon we're going to bring in Cherky into our teams. But yeah, if he's going to start, if you can guarantee me that he's going to start every game, he play 90 minutes, then yeah, he would be in my team 100%. But yeah, I'm just not sure about that. And Grealish or Gakpo, thanks. So to play, honestly, I think that I would play Gakpo. I think that 100% Gakpo is going to start against Manchester City. He was rested or benched, whatever, however you want to say it, against Real Madrid. So I think that I would go for Gakpo. But yeah, Grealish against Fulham at home is also it's also a nice feature. Now for me as a Liverpool fan, I think that I can see some goals for Liverpool, for Manchester City in that game. So I would like to go for Gakpo. But yeah, it really depends. Will you captain Haaland for this week? At the moment, yes, Emery, as you can see from the screen. Now, this is a week for me also as a Liverpool fan where I would like to go against Haaland. Now, everybody right now is just captaining Haaland, so not a lot of people are thinking about captaining other players. And maybe one reason for that is we don't really have a lot of good alternatives to Erling Haaland. For my team, if you look at my team, which player am I going to captain instead of Haaland? I could go for Mateta, okay. He could be an okay option. Bruno Fernandes, I'm not sure I want to go there. Semenyo, Njae, Minte, maybe Captain Gabriel. Maybe actually he could be a nice option. But yeah, if I had someone like Bukayo Saka, honestly, I think that I would captain him instead of Haaland. But again, if you don't want to go risky, captaining Erling Haaland, I don't think that it is a bad option ever. He's playing at home. Liverpool could concede chances. If City are going to score some goals in this game, I think that Erling Haaland is going to be involved. So yeah, it's really tough to go against Erling Haaland, considering his ownership also. Crazy tough, but what do you think of Ekitike to Krupi, Saka to Salah, and then triple Arsenal defense next week? I don't mind. The thing is, I don't mind going for Salah next week. It is just the only problem is Mohamed Salah. There are a lot of reasons for his underperformances, let's say, and he scored against Aston Villa, but that goal pretty much Emi Martinez gave the ball to him. So he's getting better, he's getting there, but I'm just not sure if he justifies the price we paid for him. And I'm a Liverpool fan. He's on penalties. He's going to get you goals. He's going to be the biggest differential probably from gaming 12 onwards. And also another thing is he's going to go to African Cup of Nations. So yeah, if you want to buy him in gaming 12, I think that's okay. But then you're going to need to sell him. So yeah, maybe it's not such a bad idea to go for Mohamed Salah for 5-6 gamings and then just sell him. I don't think that's crazy. And yeah, if I had unlimited budget, Mohamed Salah would be in my team for gaming 12 for sure. The only problem is the money and how many sacrifices do I need to go to have Mohamed Salah. So that's the only problem. I don't think that I would go for Krupi right now because I don't think that he's going to get a lot of minutes. If you want to just go for a cheap strikers, I would just go for Guyu and save up that cash. Saka to Salah from gaming 12 onwards, I don't know, doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great, to be honest with you. I'm not sure if I would do that, but yeah. And triple Arsenal defense, it is perfectly fine. I think the fixtures also, although are not going to be amazing from Arsenal from gaming 12 onwards. So I don't know. They are the best defense in the Premier League, so it is okay to go triple up in defense. Luckily, the game gives us 5 free transfers to sell Salah. Yeah, we're going to have 5 free transfers. Everyone is going to have 5 free transfers in Game Week 16, if you don't know that already, guys. So, yeah, but still, you don't need to use all those free transfers in Game Week 16, so you can just use 2 or 3 and then keep them. So, yeah, I nearly got him 2 weeks ago, was going to swap Grealish. Hi Dennis, hi Arthur, Lee Waxine, thanks a lot for joining the stream, really appreciate it. 3 transfers, Gyökeres, Stack, James, Chelsea. Which transfers do you prefer? I want to bring Salah, Virgil van Dijk or Gakpo next week. So you have 3 free transfers and you want to sell Gyökeres, Stack and James. I suppose, Arthur, and I heard that Rodri is back. Yeah, Rodri is back, but he's not going to play all the games. So, yeah, it's going to be a big headache picking some Manchester City players. So I have Reinders and he is enough of a headache for me. Although he's going to sit on my bench pretty much every gaming. So yeah, I'm not going to go for Foden, Cherky, Doku, Savinho, Bruno, Bernardo Silva. They have a lot of options. So at the moment, it's just Erling Haaland for me. So yeah. Which transfers do you prefer? You need to get rid of Gyökeres at some point. Arthur, you need to get rid of Stack. James is okay for Chelsea to keep still. Hi Avenash, thanks a lot for joining. Should I sell Njae? 0.5 million in the bank and it would be for -4. If I bench, I need to start one of Njae probably is going to be fit to play for Game Week 11. So Avenash I would not sell him even for free. I would just start Njae against Fulham. Now, obviously, wait and see to see the press conferences tomorrow. Let's see if Njae is likely to start. If he's going to be out, then yeah, we can talk about selling him. But right now, I don't think that I would sell Njae against Fulham at home, even for free. Yeah, Sakai is the good option for captain this week, other than Haaland. I think that yes. Yeah, there aren't a lot of good options other than that. So yeah. West Ham obviously are playing against Burnley, I think so. Yeah, you're not captaining Bowen. Other than that, you have Mateta. You have Mohamed Salah. If you have him, you could captain him instead of Salah, and that would be not such a bad decision anyway. But yeah, probably Bukayo Saka, maybe Gabriel could be an option. At the moment, I'm planning on holding Caicedo until Burnley in Game Week 12 and then sell him before Chelsea play Arsenal in Game Week 13. That's a good plan, Rizwan Ali. That's a good plan. Caicedo is a nice option to keep always. I mean, even if he's going to play against Arsenal, he's good for defensive contributions. We know that he can score some goals, right? Probably he's not going to score every game week like he used to this season. But yeah, Caicedo is a good pick, so you don't need to force him out, I think. Hi, MSK. Hi, I'm very confused, bro. Yeah, the same for me for this game week. Maybe I can help if you have some questions. Um, it's worth doing a -4 for Gyökeres and King to Saka and Gui. Don't really fancy Welbeck or Thiago and already have Mateta. Yeah, you're in the same situation as me. So I'm still debating that. I have one free transfer and I don't really want to sell Gyökeres to a Voldemar, to a Thiago, to a Welbeck. I much rather prefer to just get that money out of that spot and to sell him to Mark Guyu. So as you said, this is the thing I'm debating. Now at the moment I'm still thinking about just rolling this game week and play Rodon for game week 11 and then make that move maybe next game week. But yeah, I'm also thinking about doing that. I'm not sure if it's worth a -4, you know, MSK. I could also sell Gyökeres to Guyu and upgrade Reinders to Bukayo Saka. So yeah, and that would be also for a -4 for me also. So yeah, I'm not sure. But I feel like Saka is holding me back from getting Gabriel. Yeah, I mean, you can get Gabriel in other ways, I think, without selling Saka. But yeah, you should. I mean, I think that you should buy Gabriel at some point. Anyway, I think that he's the best defender to own from Arsenal. But at the same time, if you have Raya, Timber, Calafiori, Saliba, I don't think that it is such a big rush to sell them. They are still going to keep the clean sheets, right? And Gabriel, I think that he was a little bit, I don't want to say lucky, but his attacking returns were just crazy in the last game weeks. I don't think that he's going to get you an assist or a goal every game week. So yeah, I don't think that he's going to keep that rate of attacking returns at least. But yeah, Gabriel is still the best defender from Arsenal. Which two Liverpool players do you prefer? So you want to bring in Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Gakpo. So which two Liverpool players do you prefer? Talking about the budget, I would prefer probably at the moment, if you ask me right now, to just go for Gakpo and Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk is a non-negotiable for me. If you want to buy a defender from Liverpool, you just go for him. It is easy because we don't have any other good alternatives for Liverpool. Maybe Konate, but yeah, Van Dijk is just better for a little bit more cash. And then if we talk about unlimited budget, I would prefer to have Mohamed Salah instead of Cody Gakpo. But since Mohamed Salah is 40 millions or something like that, and Cody Gakpo is half of that price, I think that I would go for Gakpo. You could also go for someone like Soboslai from Gaming 12. But yeah, Ekitike, I would not go for Ekitike, Arthur, because let's wait and see what Arne Slot is going to say. But if Alexander Isak, Ekitike, I think that he's going to start against Manchester City. But after that, if Alexander Isak is going to start, we know the drill. We know what's going to happen. They are going to share the minutes, right? So that's the sad part about a Liverpool striker. We can't have any of them because Ekitike is going to start some games, Isak is going to start some games. They are not going to play 90 minutes every game anyway because they have two really good number 9s. So they could start both of them in a single game, but I just don't think that's going to be the way Liverpool are going to play most games. So I would not go for Ekitike. I would not go for Isak at the moment. The players I'm looking at Liverpool are just Mohamed Salah if you have a lot of money available. If not, Van Dijk, Gakpo, Soboslai, pretty much these are the only options for me at the moment. Saka is great, but it would give me 0.1 in the bank to upgrade Paqueta next week to Minte, which is exact money. Most likely will be priced out. However, I'm planning to play 4-4-2 quite often from Gaming 12. Yeah, maybe Minte is going to rise in price, so maybe you're going to be priced out about doing that move. So I don't see your team, MSK, but again, going for a 4-4-2, if you have players like Gabriel, Timber, maybe Virgil van Dijk, maybe someone like Munoz, it could be okay to just play a four defenders at the back, and that's something also I'm considering from Gaming 12. So yeah, I'm considering to upgrade maybe one of my defenders, maybe Rodon to a Virgil van Dijk or something like that, and be more flexible. So yeah, Saka, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's the thing. I'm not sure about any of the strikers I would be getting if I was to sell Gyökeres this game week. I have just one free transfer. It's going to be an international break after this game week. Maybe some things are going to happen. So I would like to have the possibility to have two free transfers in game week 12 and see what I'm going to do, because right now I can't go for any Liverpool players. They're going to play against Manchester City away, so I don't want to buy them early. And I want to have one more game week of information before making my moves. Hi Spidey, thanks a lot for joining. Good evening. How are you? 0.1 short of Saka, Ekitike, Cucurella to Salah, Guyu, and Gabriel, sadly. Oof. Yeah, that sounds great. Can I show you my team? Yeah, of course. You can send me your team on Twitter if you want, or you can just write it on chat. It's not a big problem. I mean, it's not a problem. I'm here to ask some questions. So, yeah, please show me your team. Or should I give my team ID? It would be much easier if you could just write it. It would be much easier for me. But yeah, however you prefer. Now, this is my team, guys. Again, what I'm going to do, I could just play Rodon here instead of Gyökeres, roll the free transfer. Now, I'm not sure if Rodon is looking like he's going to fall in price. Maybe I'm just going to sell him, honestly. And yeah, I'm going to be honest, taking a -4 hit is really tempting me this game week. Need Salah to miss 3 pence so he drops. Yeah, maybe. Or Saka hold to rise. Yeah, it is really funny that a lot of people who have Bukayo Saka are thinking about selling him. And yeah, there are good reasons for that, because he wasn't performing like maybe they expected him to perform. But still, I think that Sunderland away, it is a nice fixture. I know that Sunderland are a really good team this season, but yeah. Let's take a look at some projected goals for game week 11. Maybe this is going to help you a little bit. So this is for game week 11. Erling Haaland tops this chart. João Pedro, Mateta, Saka, Enzo, Wilson, really funny, from West Ham, Voldemar, Watkins, Merino. So yeah, maybe this could help you. Again, someone like Salah, I don't know, he's really down on this list on 15th place. Yeah. So from this chart, what I can tell you is that we don't really have a lot of good alternatives, captains for Game Week 11 besides Erling Haaland. You could captain someone like João Pedro, but Chelsea played against Karabakh. They have a long trip home. Now Lian Delap is back. Maybe his minutes could be managed. So yeah, I'm not so sure. Mateta and Saka probably are my two best alternatives there, both on penalties for their teams. So yeah, Raya Dubravka, Gabriel Van Dijk, Gudmundsson, Senesi. So yeah, definitely you have Gabriel Van Dijk, Senesi, Munoz. Yeah, you have 4 really decent defenders there. So you could definitely play a back 4 in some games. Mbeumo, Semenyo, King, Paqueta, Sar, Gyökeres, Mateta, Haaland. Yeah, you have a really good team. You're going to play a 4. Yeah, you could just roll just like me this game week, I guess. You could just play Gabriel, or maybe not. Gabriel, Senesi, Munoz this game week. Mbeumo, Semenyo, Paqueta, Sar. And yeah, your alternative could be to just play Virgil van Dijk. Yeah. So for you, is it either playing Virgil van Dijk or maybe Gudmundsson if you want to, or just take the hit to buy Bukayo Saka? So yeah, you're in pretty much the same situation as me. For what's worth, I think that I would just play Virgil van Dijk against Manchester City away. Good for defensive contribution points. Although Leeds have the better fixture, yeah, I think that I would just play Van Dijk. So top teams to target between game week 11 and 16. This is a chart, obviously, for predicted goals and clean sheets. So for teams, no surprise here, Liverpool are topping the chart until game week 16. They are predicted to score the most goals. Arsenal here also. Manchester City, Man United, Newcastle, Chelsea, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth. So yeah. Gyökeres would have got 2 points anyway. Now I know I don't know about that. I was really happy about Gyökeres scoring 7 points this game week. So yeah. Game week 10, I got 68 points plus a minus 4. So yeah, 64, which was my first hit of the season. Yeah, it's not such a big problem. I mean, again, it really depends. I'm not usually a person who's, I don't know, taking hits from fun, okay? But if those hits are going to massively improve your team for the future, then I can agree with that. And for an example, for my team, I could just play Rodon, right? And that would be that would be not such a big problem. But if we were talking, I don't know, before defensive contributions, if we were talking about how I would be playing last seasons, getting rid of someone like Gyökeres and someone like Reinders, who are pretty much two really bad options at the moment, and getting Bukayo Saka against Sunderland, against the newly promoted side for -4, honestly, it doesn't really sound bad, and I'm going to have Bukayo Saka for a long period of time, so yeah. Sunderland are a lot better than Burnley. I'm expecting a similar game to Arsenal versus Fulham. Yeah, I agree with that. Sunderland are much better than Burnley, but still, I can see Arsenal scoring. Now, if that's going to be from a set piece, yeah, maybe Bukayo Saka is not going to be involved in the celebrations. Yeah. If you're talking about clean sheets, as you can see here, definitely target teams like Arsenal. Manchester City, again, I would not be so sure about targeting them for the clean sheets, mainly because we don't really have such good options in FPL. I would rather just go for someone like Van Dijk instead of Guardiola, instead of Ainery. Maybe someone like O'Reilly is an interesting option, honestly, for that price, but yeah, I'm not sure about him either. Newcastle from game week 13 onwards are going to have really good fixtures, but yeah, you're not in a rush to buy them right now. They're going to play against Man City in game week 12, I think. Chelsea, really good for the next two if you have Chelsea defenders. Man United, yeah, from this list, I don't think that I would go for Manchester United defenders. Aston Villa could be on the cards at some point. They're going to get better. So yeah. Yeah, this is my team. This game week I have 0.1 million in the bank and 1 free transfer. What is your score prediction for the Manchester City Liverpool game on Sunday? Now, it is a really... As a Liverpool fan, I really think that Liverpool could win this game. Now, maybe I'm maybe I'm crazy a little bit, you know. If I want to be realistic, I think that I would say a draw. maybe a 2-2 or something like that. I just think that Liverpool are not going to lose this game, honestly, against Manchester City, and I could see them winning, but this is just my prediction as a Liverpool fan, and also considering that we are getting better, uh, and also I think that City are a defense where Liverpool could get some goals. So yeah, 1-1, 2-2. 1-1 was the basic score for all the games in the past years. If you're talking about Manchester City Liverpool, so I got tired of those those draws. To be honest, I don't mind taking a hit, but I would have liked a bit more money in the bank to upgrade Paqueta next week. I don't want to be forced to keep him for much longer. Yeah, yeah, I get you. Also, if I would be taking the hit to um, sell Gyökeres to Guyu and upgrade the Reinders to Bukayo Saka, then I would not have I would have 0.3 millions in the bank, and if we move to gaming 12, I will not have the money to go for Virgil van Dijk, which is fine. It's not a must to have Virgil van Dijk or something like that. Uh, but yeah, I would have three good defenders for the next few fixtures. Gabriel, Senesi, Munoz, which is really decent. I would have Bukayo Saka. Uh, yeah, not easy fixtures against Spurs, against Chelsea, but I could see some goals in those games. And if Arsenal are not going to keep the clean sheets in those games, someone like Bukayo Saka could be a really nice option in those fixtures. Now, from here, I could sell someone like Njae to someone like Soboslai if I want to. I can't go for Gakpo. Just if I sell Semenyo or Bruno Fernandes, I can't go for Mohamed Salah. Uh, so yeah, the only way to, I don't know, have Virgil van Dijk, I don't want to sell Senesi. Definitely, the fixtures are great. I don't want to sell Munoz. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't think that I'm going to have a way of buying Virgil van Dijk if I'm going to go with these moves. Just if I'm going to, I don't know, sell another midfielder of mine, someone like Njae to a cheap one and upgrade Rodon to Van Dijk. But yeah, I don't really think that I want to do that. So yeah, it is tricky. But again, it is fine. If I'm going to be stuck without having Virgil van Dijk, I don't think that's going to be such a big problem. But yeah. And also the only midfielder I could go would be Soboslai from Liverpool. But the team looks good. The team looks good for Gaming 12. That's what I can say. It doesn't look bad from my point of view. I'm going to have Rodon Alderete Guyu. Not such good options on the bench. But yeah. Also, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed this stream. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. And yeah, it would really help me. It would really help the channel, and it really means a lot. Thanks a lot for being here. We're going to still stay here on the stream for some minutes if you have any more questions. If not, yeah, we're going to end it soon. Since we're here, let me just let me just yeah, it's going to look weird, but I wanted to, yeah, okay, not like this. I wanted to do a shout out. Yeah, so we're going to do like this. This is my league, by the way. If you want to join, you have the links into my description. And I want to do a shout out to see who's the first person on my FPL Denis League. FPL Doc, Sam Bitens. I don't know exactly how to pronounce his name. So let's see. His rank at the moment is 90k, which is just amazing at this point in the season. Yeah, congrats to you, mate. Um, you have a lot of leagues here. From Drina, also shout out to all the members of this league, FPL Denis League, ETD, Miodrag, Ray Cheng, Honzi, Prine, Nata Tatamata, Luis Nelson, Mitrika FC. Yeah, congrats guys for being such for having such a nice season. Let me see. I'm the 23 place on my league, so I think that's nice. I'm actually not that bad, right? Good evening. Hi, Simon Lee. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. We were just about to end the stream, but thanks a lot for joining. Good evening. Really good to see you here. Yeah. Is there any midfielders better than Paqueta, less than 6 millions? I mean, probably. I mean, again, he's on penalties, so it's really tough to have another midfielder because he's the only one who's on penalties, pretty much at that price point. But again, someone like Chaka is really good. Someone like Caicedo definitely was better. But again, Caicedo, again, I think that he obviously he's that hyped right now because he scored a lot of goals. Because what we know about Caicedo, he's amazing. He's probably the best midfielder for defensive contributions. But if he wasn't getting a goal every game week, then I don't think that so many people would be looking at Caicedo. So yeah, at that price, under 6 millions, the players who are coming into my mind are Caicedo, Granit Xhaka, maybe Reinders, but you could argue that both Paqueta and Reinders are pretty bad at the moment. So yeah, other than that, good evening, Gyökeres replacement, Thiago, Pedro, Ekitike, if Isak long term. If Alexander Isak is going to be out long term, I would be buying Ekitike next gaming for sure, but I don't think that's going to be the case, Sam. So yeah, let's wait and see what Arne Slot is going to say in the press conference tomorrow, how long Alexander Isak is going to be out for. But I think that Isak is going to be involved in the Manchester City game. Probably he's not going to start, but yeah, and as long as both of them are going to be fit, I don't think that any one of them is a FPL option, sadly for us. And yeah, if you're looking to sell Gyökeres, if you don't have Haaland and Mateta, just buy them. Other than that, Pedro is a nice option for the next two. A little bit knee jerk. I just sold João Pedro last gaming, so probably I'm just not going to go there again. But yeah, if you're talking about Game Week 11, probably João Pedro is the best option. Other than that, I would be looking to Thiago. If you want to save up some cash, I would be looking to someone like Welbeck short term. Or if you want to change the structure of your team, I would be looking to just get Guyu and upgrade your midfield pretty much. So yeah, it really depends what you want to do for the future, and I myself don't know at the moment what I'm going to do. I have just one free transfer, so I'm tempted to just delay the selling of Gyökeres till Game Week 12 to have more options, because yeah, if I'm going to buy Voldemort, if I'm going to buy João Pedro, Thiago, that's going to not let me flexible enough for Gaming 12 as I want to be. Hi boss, Ahil, thanks a lot for joining the stream. I want to go different in captaincy. Who is better, Mateta or Gabriel? That's a tough question. Definitely, if you want to go different, I think that's a good week. This is a good week to go against Haaland. If you really want to not captain him and take that risk, I would go Bukayo Saka. But since you asked me between Mateta and Gabriel, I think that I would captain Mateta, although it's really hard for me to justify this decision considering the scores for Gabriel in the last game weeks. If we take a look at his scores, yeah, it is 12, 9, 12, 9, 13. It is just unbelievable from game week 6 to game week 10. He got 13 points, 9 points, 12 points, 9 points, 12 points. So again, I just don't think that this level of attacking returns is sustainable for Gabriel, but definitely he is good. From the set pieces, he's the main threat for Arsenal on the set pieces. So again, if you're that kind of FPL manager who doesn't mind captaining a defender, I think that Gabriel probably is the most logic one. I think that this is a good chance of Arsenal to keep a clean sheet, but this is the problem with captaining a defender. You need just one mistake from one Arsenal player for Sunderland to score a goal. So again, if I would be me, probably I would just captain Mateta instead of captaining Gabriel. Mateta also a player who has a decent fixture against Brighton at home. He's also on penalties, on good minutes, and Ketia is out. So yeah, if you ask me, probably I would just captain Mateta. But if you're brave enough, probably Gabriel is just as good as Mateta, I would say. Bossa Hill. I can bench Gyökeres this gaming, but have to start Reinders. I mean, it is an option. It really depends. If you have more than one free transfer like me, yeah, probably I would just get rid of Gyökeres and upgrade elsewhere. But if not, yeah, it's not the end of the world to play Reinders. Although, yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. I think that this is a tough fixture for Liverpool, but Reinders, I think that's going to start, honestly, against Liverpool. But again, it is Manchester City we're talking about. You're never going to be sure if these players are going to start, the midfielders from Manchester City, but I think that Ryan is going to start. He can get you some attacking returns. And yeah, maybe against Liverpool, maybe some defensive contributions. Who knows? So yeah, it really depends. If you have just one free transfer, I'm just not 100% sure what I'm going to do with my team, so I can't really advise you with full trust. But play one, Senesi, Calvert-Lewin. I think that I would play Senesi, honestly, but again, Calvert-Lewin, a striker on penalties. I just don't really like Calvert-Lewin as an FPL option. Probably it makes more sense to just start Calvert-Lewin. Although Leeds are not great away. That's the only reason. If they would be playing at home, I would say Calvert-Lewin. Since it's not away, I think that Bournemouth are a good defense. Senesi probably is going to get defensive contributions at least. So yeah, I think that I would play Senesi. But if you have Calvert-Lewin in your team, yeah, maybe you planned to play him. So just go with your plan. Or Rodon. Senesi, Calvert-Lewin or Rodon. I would play Senesi instead of Rodon, I think, for sure. As you can see from my team. So yeah. Usually I would just play the striker, but I don't know. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a striker. I just didn't get the hype. So yeah. Leeds are not great away. That's the only thing. Nah, yeah, I'm not going to hide behind the fence. If you ask me right now, I would say just play Dominic Calvert-Lewin, just play the penalty taker, just play the striker and bench Senesi. But if you can find a way to play Senesi, that would be also okay. But yeah, it's definitely not a must to play Senesi, right? He's going to play against Aston Villa away. They could easily score against Bournemouth. So yeah, I would play Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, if that's not going to work, hands up. But yeah, not going to hide behind the fence with that decision. Yeah, so this was the stream, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me this evening. Really appreciate the support. I posted my team selection. Make sure you check that video if you want after the stream or not, or tomorrow or on Saturday. Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks a lot for joining my content, for enjoying my content. Leave a like on your way out. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. It would be really helpful, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to see you on stream on Saturday, 2 or 3 hours before the deadline. So make sure you join me there. Thanks a lot for being here. Really appreciate it. And have a good evening, everyone. See you soon. Bye. And yeah, hopefully Liverpool beat City. I agree with you, boss. Ahil, good point. Mark my words, Liverpool are going to beat City. Bye.